With less than 48 hours to a crucial World Cup qualifiers playoff, the Super Eagles players are on strike. Now that's the news from the Eagles camp in Rabat, and I can confirm to you authoritatively that the Eagles are on strike. Now, Football Temple is brought to you by Azar Studios. Now, the news are flawed at the Nigerian media space that players and officials of the Super Eagles failed to come out for training on Tuesday, which was supposed to be their first training session with a complete squad after all 24 invited players touched down in the camp of the Super Eagles. The Bishop joins me as we look at this ugly scene that has, of course, thrown Nigerian football 10 years backward, if not even 20 years backward. It is sad that if you go back to as far back as early 2000, you hear that players are threatening to boycott games because of unpaid salaries, and 25 years after, we are in this mess. The Bishop.
Yeah.
Sad.
Really sad.
We have less than 48 hours to a big game. Arguably one of the biggest games Nigeria will ever play.
Exactly.
And this is happening.
To me, I'm quite surprised that when the news broke out yesterday, I was really disturbed. I was like, don't forget, this is Nigeria's biggest game. Not in history. I put that out because if Nigeria does not qualify, win this game, they don't qualify for the World Cup. And Nigeria has not been there for over, that's the last edition. They were not in Qatar. And then just, preparing, I'm so happy that finally the squad is getting together. Victor Osimhen just arrived, the squad, we're not having a full camp. And then, bang. We're not hearing that the players are on strike, they're boycotting training sections. And the funny fact, not only players and officials. So it's not only the players who are old, the coaches too are also old. Sorry for a chair who just joined the country not too long ago. It's sad. And the fact that it is dating back to 2019, do the maths. 6 years.
Now, so let's tackle these issues because, see, I'm boiling. And I want us to look at the issue squarely. Now, first and foremost, when the news broke out that the Super Eagles players will not train.
Yeah.
Why? The issues are that the players are old. Some say as far back as 2019.
Yes.
Now, of course, we also had in some quarters that the players agreed, to offset
to waive off
a certain amount they were owed for certain years. And then it will start again.
Afresh.
And after it started, still, the NFF refused to pay the players. And the players have said, enough is enough. And it's time to cease and not work until you pay us.
If they don't do it, I'm telling you, they will not be paid. If they are gone ahead to play the match and maybe they don't qualify, I'm telling you for sure that the NFF will turn a blind eye again. See, 2019, the paid is even the fact that the team has you owed match bonuses for the African Cup of Nations in 2025. Don't forget.
In 2023, the last AFCON.
The last AFCON, yeah, exactly. Where we got to the final and got beaten by Côte d'Ivoire. These guys got grants from CAF. We saw what happened after they came back with the presidential
exactly
and everything. And you're owing these players their wages even for that competition. It is absolutely it's unacceptable. It is unacceptable. Now I understand now why the players did not turn up in the first 4 games. I cannot understand why. Because I was asking, how did the team like Nigeria start a World Cup qualifier so badly? Now I understand. There was no motivation. You play, let's do the maths now. These players will fly from their clubs. Their own money. Fly back without them getting their bonuses. Fly back again. Come on, man. I know. I take it back to the word of JJ Okocha a few years ago where he said, if you want to make money, don't play for Nigeria. Now it's coming out to the light. 6 solid years. No kobo for the Super Eagles. And every time you touch them, I'm not pretty good tell you are paid to offset the debt. So what's the upsetting?
That's where I'm going to. Now, when they say they've paid these players, and the players also keep mute about it, don't they also have a fault?
I don't think.
Because
let me tell you why I don't think
2 wrongs don't make it right.
Let me tell you why I don't think so.
Okay, so they are pampering the federation or what?
They are holding their career in their hands. I remember when the certain Desiree Nozie came out to play gang leader on all the issues that have been dealt with the Super Falcons, their wages, their bonus.
She was forced to retire.
She was pushed out of the team. Same thing happened with Ashley Pumphrey. When she made up, she was pushed out for certain years. Nobody wanted to be the scapegoat. When this guy came out and said, I've not been paid my money, keeper of Eimba.
John Noble?
No, John Noble, thank you. He was thrown away through the back door. But there's nothing John Noble will do now, get it back to the Super Eagles. So they know these things. So nobody wants to be the scapegoat. And most of the times, playing for the Super Eagles gives you an edge playing for your club. So nobody wants to be the man who will be thrown under the bus. So that's why they be mute. So instead of them talking, they may go into the Super Eagles games with a lackluster, lackadaisical attitude, because they know at the end of the day, these guys don't pay them this money. Funny enough, but there's nothing NFL will say right now that will make us believe that they have paid them. You know why? Not too long ago, we discussed about whether what they did with the FIFA grant. For the Go project in Kebbi and Delta State. We have not even recovered from that issue of, what we did this, we didn't do that, with no proof anyway, because I'm sincere. I need to manipulate from, I'm one of those who follow the story very well. You know how much I follow the story. And he hasn't given us one single proof. And by the back and forth, you have Money Michel or the Delta State Stadium. So, no proof yet. Just all I did, I said, when they even said that the contractors were not their own, was not made from them, it's from the outsourced by FIFA. One of the contractors said, no, you give us this job. Only that we're paid straight. So maybe they even not go meet there and say, come, give us cut for here. So at the end of the day, the body language around the NFF is that it is shabby. So even if we come and say, they have paid them, even if it's a lie, that the truth is they have paid them, that just no longer believe, because, see, they say, every time they shout, say, fire, the day when the fire go come, nobody will take you serious.
So, was it wrong timing? Because let's look at it squarely. Now, the Eagles have a crucial qualifier, playoff rather, against Gabon.
Yes.
Now, if we win that game, it means that we advance through to the next phase. That's the final, and then the winner goes on to represent Africa. Now, let me break it down this way. First, the players are demanding. Now, according to William Troost-Ekong, the captain of the side,
absolutely,
he released a statement about 11 p.m. Nigerian time, past 11 p.m. Nigerian time, on Tuesday evening. And of course, with that statement on your screen. Now, the captain of the Super Eagles, William Troost-Ekong, said that once resolution is found, we will be the first to confirm any other statement, claim, or especially demands other than the rightful request written about below is false. Now, there were stories in the media saying that the Super Eagles are demanding for special bonus to play this game, and that's why the players have boycotted. Now, this game, all we want and continue to do is to focus on the big game ahead. Now, this was the statement from the captain of the Super Eagles, William Troost-Ekong, via his ex-handle, replying, of course, to the man who broke the news to Nigerians, of course, a very senior reporter, and of course, very, very senior and veteran journalist, Oluwashina Okeleji, who used to be with the BBC in the past. Now, Ekong reacted to that statement after news had of course, circulated in the media that the players demanded special bonuses as high as $20,000 for a win, as regards to the normal $10,000 the players used to earn. We also had the National Sports Commission had released funds for these games before now, and these funds again were not disbursed to the players. So according to players, they don't have a problem. They want to play this game. They want to be at the World Cup. But the truth is, they must be paid by the Nigerian Football Federation and the rest. Now, Alaju, of course, Ibrahim Gusau must do the needful and pay the players. But also, why we come back to the NFL? Was it wrong timing from the players? Now, let's be honest with ourselves. Now, we've missed one training session. It means that the Super Eagles, we have just one full training session, and with a lot of issues, going to a crucial game against a Gabon side, who, mind you, were the best placed side of the teams who finished in second position. If Gabon were in our group, they would have qualified automatically for the World Cup. So, it's a wrong timing from the players.
Now, there is no right time for you to ask for your wages. See, a workman deserves his wages, and that is true. Not talk of 6 years. Abdul, if I owe you for 2 weeks, you'll be on my neck. If I refuse to pay you your dues for 3 weeks, you'll be on my neck. This guy has been playing for Nigeria for 6 years. For crying out loud. These guys have sacrificed. They are the real servants of the game. Because me, 1 year, I've been run away. What's my Eagles? I'm going to play the club. Me.
So you cannot be patriotic for a nation?
I will never do that.
Where's the place of patriotism in this conversation?
I don't want to go to the World Cup. But these guys are human beings. They are breadwinners. They've got family to feed. They don't play football because football is a leisure. It's their work. The way we come on the mic and we do our job, it's their job. This is what they eat from. And you telling me there's no right time. You just spoke that the national program said they've disbursed about 1 billion. That's what we're hearing. We hear that the NFF as well got grants from CAF after the African Foundation. And that money is the African Foundation. After getting to the final, you still owe these boys. So these boys played in the final with injuries. So the boys who played the Super Eagles have long left the Super Eagles like John Ogu and are still not paid. So can we not call it spade a spade? See, there is no right time. If this money had been disbursed by government, and by the government even created a tax force, a World Cup tax force.
So what are the members of tax force doing that we are at this level?
It's not their job to administer. Their job is to give support.
So what have they done? So what have they done to allow these ugly incidents come to light?
Maybe they are not aware because the players have not spoken up. But I'm happy that the players right now are speaking in one voice. One voice, and the only person speaking is the captain. And I'm loving it. I am loving it. Only that Truth Ekong is the only one speaking. So let's hold him. After all, he's about to retire. How long can you hold him? If he plays this AFCON now, I don't think he has any more leg to run the Super Eagles. So I like they're speaking one voice. And their spokesperson is William Truth Ekong, who has given his all for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And even Nigeria at the cadet level. Remember when they went to the Olympics with them and started Samson Siasia. The truth is, there is no right time. The boys know that if they did not qualify, if by peradventure something happens and they did not qualify, some of them will retire and will not see this money. I've called names of players who have left the team
and are still being owed.
But they, like I said, if he does not qualify, and if he makes it AFCON, if he's lucky enough, that is the end for him. They want their money paid. These guys, like we report saying that they waived some of this money. Can they not be paid the one that they have agreed to be paid? Let's call it what it is. After having a presidential tax force, after playing AFCON, CAF grants, receiving, after all, if you go to the Super Eagles game, you still have sponsors. And you can't pay these boys their wages. You know, at some point, it was $10,000. And then it dropped to $5,000. These boys did not complain.
And you are still owing them that money.
Abba. I know you say these guys are professionals. How many John plays in Eimba? I think it's better play for the Super Eagles than play for playing for Eimba. So we let's call a spade a spade. It's no, you see, forget patriotism, timing. There is no right time to demand what is yours. This money has been worked for. Pay them their dues.
Now, pay them their dues is what Nonto is clamoring for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Let's also make it clear that players don't receive salary. No. Now, the Super Eagles players are not on monthly salaries, so it means that they only get match bonus, camp allowance, and of course, competition bonuses. Yes. It means that these players are demanding for, of course, match allowances dating back to some certain quarter, say 2019. Even though, according to, of course, our colleague, AB of Arise, she did say that, of course, on good authority, that some players decided to waive off some certain amounts of money and they started afresh so that we can have a clean slate. But even after starting afresh, the Nigerian Football Federation, led by its president, Alhaji Ibrahim Gusau, and his cohorts have refused to pay these players what is rightfully theirs. And I will also say that in all of these, I'm sure Gusau earned his own salary. I am sure that he has always traveled without the travel being punctured. But when those who make sure that he has a job, those who make sure that he stays relevant in Nigerian football, go to the field, go to the battlefield, these players are owed. But we understand resolution have already been tried to be made, and content have been made. That the chairman of the National Sports Commission, alongside the Director General of the Sports Commission, are not in Morocco, but probably we need to make an emergency visit to Morocco from Riyadh, where they are in Saudi Arabia, of course, with the Islamic games going on. And so, is it time to flush out this current NFF board? Because we cannot continue like this. I know that we've had issues of unpaid bonuses, but it's time to call a spade a spade. If the man is not good enough, because, see, I try to want to take my head back. I don't think the players have officially boycotted a training session anytime that I know of in recent times. Now, this is sad. This is a disgrace. It's a national disgrace, and such a person should not be in office.
Now, wait. If the Super Eagles is complaining that they've not been paid this 2019, I'm wondering what would have happened to the other teams. The Super Falcons.
The under 17, the under 20.
I just imagine. I just took my.
They don't even pay under 17. Remember, they say.
During Pinnick is not paying them. Say they are underage. That they should be.
What do they need money for?
What they need money. But that's where we've gotten ourselves to. But the truth is, man, come on. As much as I can't hold forth anymore. You know how much I've tried to hold for the NFF and Ibrahim Busan, what he's doing, the project, the hotel project and everything. I can't hold forth anymore. Our football is in a comatose. Look at our cadet level. Under 17, under 20. And I saw. Look at our under 20. Look at our female football. Even under 17 girls can't even go past round of 16. The Super Falcons are struggling to get to the... Baba. I don't know. I can't hold for... Actually, I'm not what I would call for his head because I know the Congress will decide who is president or not. Unfortunately, I refuse to review the constitution to allow open the space for more stakeholders to come in and do the voting. But the truth is this, come on. Can I say he has succeeded? With this, I think this is the final straw. I'll leave that to the jury out there. But come on. Is there anything that has come out from the NFF in recent times that have been successful? I'll leave that to the jury.
Now let's come back to the players now so quickly. What happens from here now? What happens?
They wait for their money.
So if money does not come on Wednesday, what happens?
Like
well, just to add, today is Wednesday. Let me, of course, to be sure, today it's Wednesday, the 12th
exactly.
of November. As we speak right now, the Super Eagles are still on strike.
Yeah.
That's how we're
hearing that they're
whether it's NLC strike or Labour Union strike or TCN strike, whatever strike, doctor strike, this one is player strike.
Yes.
But the Super Eagles are on strike. We heard that they're closing on resolution.
Very
close to resolution. Yeah. And the players will now, of course, get back or pick their boots and train.
In the word of Econ, say they are frustrated, they're tired of promises after promises. Oh, we'll play you this thing, we'll pay you that day. No, we'll pay you after the next qualifier, we'll pay you after the next week, we'll pay you on Thursday. And I report that they never said they'll pay them on Thursday after the game. What plan? What did they do?
What if they lose?
So all these things.
Now,
I don't know.
Was it brewing with the of course first it was the Alex Iwobi and then the training session, players arriving late. Did the players knew exactly what they were doing?
I feel that it was their planned. I'm not feeling that it's all.
It didn't just happen, right?
It can't be coincidence. It can't be coincidence. We saw the fire coming. It can't be coincidence. You know about that he came out to say, oh, perspective, how you see life. We will be politician. How you see life and all those things. I feel nothing happens by chance. It was really brewing. They were waiting for the right time to strike. They raised up the roof with that video, and then when NFL was trying to calm the tension, they hit the hammer. But again, if they didn't come out like this to say anybody who had done this, that would have been the end of his career. Remember, Leon Balogun tried to do the same thing, disappeared. So I'm happy that it's a union. That's why when they want to disband the whole team. It happened before anyway. It happened in 2002 when they banned the whole team. I said, okay, let's get a new friend. But to whose loss? Really sad. Really sad.
Well, it's really sad that it's the loss of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. We must say the way it is. The players have of course, what should I say? They have the sword in their hand.
I hope FIFA is watching it.
They have everything in their hand.
I hope FIFA
is watching it.
I hope FIFA is watching it.
It will be a national disgrace if the players don't turn up for the game against Gabon on Thursday. But there's still one more training session that will happen on Wednesday. Whether the players will come out for that training session or not, it is still left for the Nigerian Football Federation, the Sports Commission, and the Nigerian government to come to a resolution with the players of the Super Eagles. But as at 8 a.m. Nigerian time on Wednesday, the truth is the Super Eagles of Nigeria have not trained and are on strike and will not play until their monies are being paid.
Let me not drag you. Imagine they don't train today and they get paid Thursday morning and they go play. How will they play without training?
Can the Eagles qualify for the World Cup with all of this situation around them? Only time will tell. We'll continue to monitor proceedings from Rabat and we'll give it to you as it breaks. So stick with Football Tempo on all social media handles as we give you news from the Super Eagles camp as it breaks. Football Tempo is brought to you by Azar Studios.